Craig McCracken's new series drops on Netflix, Kid Cosmic, on February 2nd. So I thought I'd talk about his show that is very underrated. And let's talk about who Craig McCracken is first. Craig McCracken is the creator of the original Powerpuff Girls series and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Two excellent Cartoon Network long-running series and that are still remembered to this day. I mean, Powerpuff Girls got a reboot that did not turn out very well, but he got one. And when all this, when Cartoon Network had some executive changes, a lot of people like Gendy Tartakovsky, all those people started to leave Cartoon Network, and then they went to different networks because, well, their network was just going in different directions, and so that's where they went, in different directions. And Craig McCracken went to Disney, and he pitched a series called Wander Over Yonder. Wander Over Yonder is a show set in space about this little fluffy looking dude. Kind of looks like an imaginary friend, but he's not. And that's actually kind of interesting. Like, a lot of the characters in the show look like imaginary friends, but they're not. But he's a do-gooder, and he likes to help people. And there's Sylvia, his trusty friend slash steed, and they go on adventures and help people around the galaxy and learn little lessons. That's kind of the pitch for the first season. There's also Lord Hater, who is a villain in the first season and the second season, who they're constantly on the run from. Him and his watchdogs, which are his army, and they're constantly on the run doing that. And the second season, Craig McCracken wanted to make a more story-driven show. So he had Lord Dominator introduced, a female villain who was planning to take over the entire galaxy. And then, so there's a whole story arc about that through the first season. Now, a lot of it is in the background. I think he wanted to do more with it, but he was canceled, unfortunately, by Disney because of low ratings, which is bullcrap to me, because Disney had this show aired on Disney Channel, their most viewed channel for shows at that point, and they moved it to Disney XD, and this show was not Gravity Falls. It could not survive over there, so it died. So they put it on a network to kill it, which is messed up. But the show was great, and it lasted 2 seasons, and it's unfortunate. Now, the show did not end on any cliffhanger or anything. It wrapped everything up. There's still more that there could have been done with this show. It was very creative. The animation in the show is gorgeous. I mean, this show is about 2 characters wandering from, wander over yonder. Get it? But that's an unintentional pun. But yeah, they're literally going from place to place around the galaxy. So you're seeing all these different locations and different planets and different characters, and it looks beautiful. The backgrounds on the show are fantastic. The score for the show and the background music, great. And just the voice acting is fantastic. Jack McBrayer as the lead Wander. Jack McBrayer actually loves animation, and he actually pitched to play a character in this show, and he was making Wander Over Yonder. Craig McCracken met him at a lunch, and they said, "All right, we'll cast you," because he heard his voice and immediately went, "This is perfect," and bam, that's how he got in the show. And he is perfect for the role. He does a great job, and there's so many great episodes within the series. It's just a really fun show. And it's kind of an uplifting show, right? Because a lot of shows now on TV are kind of negative. And I'm not going to say that's completely a bad thing. Like, you see, Rick and Morty. That's a good show, right? But a lot of them are nihilistic or self-aware or not very happy. Well, this show is about a person who likes to do good and help people and go on adventures and sees the good in everyone. And that's kind of the appeal and fun of this show, is you get to see that in the show. And I like that, and it always puts me in a good mood when I watch the show. Some episodes are better than others. The show has frequent problems with pacing in some of these episodes, and this show is kind of a cartoony show. I think a lot of the gags in it are really funny. I think the sad thing about this show is, had this show not come out when it came out, it probably would have lasted a long time on Cartoon Network, because it is like his other shows. It does have all those gags. It's a fun show, but the fact that it came on a Disney network at a time where we don't really have shows like this, more comedic shows that do super well. All Disney's shows that are kind of like this style are the only show they got is Big City Greens, and the rest are all story-driven action cartoons on Disney. And it just, same thing with Cartoon Network. I mean, you could say they have more just comedic shows, but this show wasn't that either. So it was kind of this in between thing, and it just came out far beyond when it should have come out. I love this show, and I think more people should check it out. Now, this being a Disney show, you would think it's on Disney Plus, but for what I understand, some of these shows, Disney has them on Hulu because they have some kind of licensing deal. They will probably put them on Disney Plus at some point. But if you want to watch this currently, it's on Hulu, all 2 seasons. Check it out.